In Vancouver, reskilling stopped being a buzzword and started sounding like rent money sometime between 2020 and now. By the 2025-2026 calendar years, the city's millennial workforce is facing a very Vancouver combo: a high cost of living, a tech-heavy job market, and a climate-driven build-out that's creating new jobs while quietly reshaping old ones. The headline is simple: AI is changing tasks, green industries are scaling, and the safest career move isn't pick one forever, it's learn in loops. In Vancouver, reskilling stopped being a buzzword and started sounding like rent money sometime between 2020 and now. By the 2025-2026 calendar years, the city's millennial workforce is facing a very Vancouver combo: a high cost of living, a tech-heavy job market, and a climate-driven build-out that's creating new jobs while quietly reshaping old ones. The headline is simple: AI is changing tasks, green industries are scaling, and the safest career mode isn't pick one forever, it's learn in loops. AI reskilling, it's less learn to code, more learn to work with tools. A lot of people still picture AI reskilling as becoming a machine learning engineer overnight. But the more realistic 2025-2026 story is that AI is being folded into everyday roles: admin, marketing, HR, customer service, accounting, design, meaning reskilling often looks like learning workflows: prompting, verification, automation, data hygiene, privacy, rather than a full career swap. Canada's Labour Market Information Council has been blunt about the need for workplaces to implement AI policies and training, because AI adoption without training creates risk and inequality inside organizations. A lot of people still picture AI reskilling as becoming a machine learning engineer overnight. But the more realistic 2025-2026 story is that AI is being folded into everyday roles: admin, marketing, HR, customer service, accounting, design, meaning reskilling often looks like learning workflows: prompting, verification, automation, data hygiene, privacy, rather than a full career swap. Canada's Labour Market Information Council has been blunt about the need for workplaces to implement AI policies and training, because AI adoption without training creates risk and inequality inside organizations. Meanwhile, the public conversation is heating up. Global business leaders at WEF 2026 Davos were loudly optimistic about job creation from AI, while others warned about displacement, especially for younger workers and entry-level roles. That tension matters in Vancouver, where many millennials already feel one layoff away from moving back home. Meanwhile, the public conversation is heating up. Global business leaders at WEF 2026 Davos were loudly optimistic about job creation from AI, while others warned about displacement, especially for younger workers in entry-level roles. That tension matters in Vancouver, where many millennials already feel one layoff away from moving back home. Green industries. The transition is creating hands-on demand, and it's not optional. The green transition isn't just about working in sustainability. It's also about skilled trades, retrofits, electrification, and new technician roles. The BC government has been publicly framing clean energy as a major job creation opportunity, pointing to roles like EV technicians, heat pump installers, and solar installers. Internationally, the same pattern shows up. Large-scale green plans repeatedly highlight high demand for trades: electricians, plumbers, welders. Even when the policy is elsewhere, the labor market signal is relevant. Green growth needs people who can build and maintain the infrastructure. Internationally, the same pattern shows up. Large-scale green plans repeatedly highlight high demand for trades: electricians, plumbers, welders. Even when the policy is elsewhere, the labor market signal is relevant. Green growth needs people who can build and maintain the infrastructure. The bridge, Vancouver is actually using micro-credentials, plus funded short training. Here's where Vancouver becomes practical. Instead of telling adults to go back for a 4-year degree, BC has leaned into short training pathways. The StrongerBC Future Skills Grant covers up to $30,500 for eligible short-term training at public post-secondary institutions. Exactly the kind of tool millennials use when they're reskilling between jobs or alongside work. And you can see it in the social feed, not just policy pages. LinkedIn posts from local institutions and community orgs are basically functioning as career breadcrumbs. Vancouver Community College and others have been posting about grant-supported cohorts and clean energy aligned programming, with intake dates moving into early 2026 for some offerings. Scholarly work on micro-credentials helps explain why this model keeps spreading. Short, targeted credentials can support employability and lifelong learning when job requirements shift faster than traditional programs can update. The policy layer, Canada is trying to scale both AI capacity and clean energy training. At the federal level, the 2025-2026 period includes explicit signals that the government wants more adoption and capacity in AI and clean tech. A Government of Canada announcement in September 2025 described investments tied to training clean energy workers and expanding AI research compute capacity beginning 2025 to 26. Budget messaging in late 2025 also emphasized building pathways into construction, clean energy, and advanced manufacturing alongside AI adoption ambitions. At the same time, critics have argued that budgeting doesn't always translate into the unglamorous stuff, like broad AI literacy training inside institutions, which matters if you want adoption without chaos. What reskilling looks like for a millennial in Vancouver, the real-world version, in 2025 to 2026. Vancouver, reskilling often looks like one of these moves. Tech-facing upgrade without becoming tech. Learning to use AI tools responsibly, building basic automation, improving data skills, and adding portfolio proof, small projects, process improvements. Green transition pivot, moving into electrification adjacent roles, retrofits, building systems, EV servicing, solar heat pump installation pathways, often through short programs plus apprenticeship routes. Hybrid advantage, pairing a human strength, project coordination, client trust, leadership, communication with AI fluency, because the fastest growing roles tend to be the ones augmented by AI rather than replaced by it. The bottom line, for Vancouver millennials, reskilling in tech, AI, and green industries during 2025-2026 is less about chasing a single hot job and more about staying employable in a city where costs punish stagnation. The evidence from labor market research, global employer surveys, and local training policy all points the same way. Skills gaps are the bottleneck, and the winners aren't necessarily the most technical people. They're the ones who can learn quickly, prove competency fast, and adapt without burning out.